Ever seen someone so perfect they look straight out of a dream? Some faces seem painted, skin too smooth, eyes too precise, like a doll or statue that suddenly started breathing. They look so unusual that it's hard to look away. They blur the line between art and reality. Every photo, every move feels unreal, like the world accidentally created living sculptures. It's a kind of beauty that feels unusual but stays in your mind. Get ready to see 15 real people who look just like living dolls or statues. Their appearance is so stunning, it's hard to believe they're real. Number 15. Valeria Lukyanova. Few people in the world have drawn attention quite like Valeria Lukyanova, better known as the human Barbie. Her striking resemblance to the famous doll made her an online sensation and a figure of endless fascination. Living in Moscow and owning property in Mexico, she built her image with carefully applied makeup, colored contacts, and intense daily workouts to keep her slim frame. Valeria was born in 1985 in Tiraspol, then part of the Soviet Union, and studied architecture at the Odessa State Academy. Her rise began after winning the 2007 Miss Diamond Crown of the World contest, which opened doors to photo shoots and media appearances worldwide. While many questioned her appearance, she defended it as mostly natural, aside from breast implants. Beyond modeling, she teaches spiritual practices, makes music as amateur, and even wrote a book about her experiences. In 2017, she appeared in the horror film The Doll, continuing her fascination with fantasy and transformation. Number 14. Anastasia Shpagina. Anastasia Shpagina, famously called the Human Anime Girl, is a Ukrainian makeup artist celebrated for her astonishing ability to transform herself into life-sized anime characters. Using extreme contouring, large contact lenses, and intricate eye designs, she crafts the illusion of impossibly wide eyes and delicate doll-like features that resemble figures straight out of Japanese animation. Her look quickly went viral, earning her millions of views online and invitations to television interviews across Europe and Asia. Standing at about 5 feet tall and maintaining a petite frame, Anastasia complements her appearance with colorful wigs, elaborate costumes, and carefully chosen poses to complete her animated aesthetic. She often spends hours perfecting her makeup to achieve near-cartoon precision and has inspired countless fans and aspiring artists worldwide. Though her style has sparked debate about beauty standards and digital influence, Anastasia remains devoted to her artistry, turning her love for anime into a distinctive and globally recognized identity. Number 13. Justin Jedlicka. Fame found Justin Jedlicka through his bold obsession with transformation. Known around the world as the Human Ken doll, he turned cosmetic surgery into a lifelong form of self-expression. His journey began as a teenager fascinated by the luxury and glamour he saw on television, sparking a desire to shape himself into that image. He had his first nose job just days after turning 18, marking the start of hundreds of procedures that reshaped nearly every part of his body, from chest and arm implants to facial contouring and gluteoplasty. Justin was born in Poughkeepsie, New York, and grew up between Fishkill and Cary, North Carolina, where he discovered his passion for art and performance. His unique look and confidence led him to appear on shows like Botched, Men of West Hollywood, and Dr. Odyssey. Open about his life, he married a businessman in 2014, lived in Chicago's Trump Tower, and later divorced 2 years later. The next person looks so unreal, you'll swear they're not human. Number 12. Rodrigo Alves. Jessica Alves, known before her transition as Rodrigo Alves, is a Brazilian-British television personality famous for her extreme cosmetic transformations. Her journey began long before fame, growing up in São Paulo in a wealthy family involved in supermarkets, shopping centers, and real estate. As a child, she felt more feminine, often playing with dolls and facing bullying for her appearance and hormonal differences that caused early breast tissue growth. At 18, she moved to London to study public relations at the London College of Communication, supported by her grandparents' inheritance. By 17, she had her first surgery, and over the years, underwent more than 100 cosmetic procedures, including rhinoplasties, implants, facelifts, and body contouring, spending over £650,000. Diagnosed with body dysmorphic disorder in 2013, she appeared on shows like Botched, Celebrity Big Brother, and released the song Plastic World with surgeon Giacomo Urtis. In 2020, she publicly transitioned, adopting the name Jessica, later undergoing breast and gender-affirming surgeries, and continues to embrace life as her true self. Number 11. Venus Palermo. Venus Isabel Palermo rose to fame online as Venus Angelic, a name that became synonymous with the living doll trend. Her graceful appearance, gentle tone, and fascination with Japanese culture helped her build a massive YouTube following through makeup tutorials and fashion videos. Managed by her mother, Margaret Palermo, Venus became one of the most talked-about young creators in the early days of beauty content. She was born on February 8, 1997, in Brugg, Switzerland, and later lived in the United Kingdom while keeping her Swiss nationality. Standing 1.7 meters tall, she perfectly embodied the look and charm of a porcelain doll, inspiring countless fans to recreate her style. Over time, she evolved beyond her doll-like image, but remained deeply connected to the online world that made her famous. Her story reflects how creativity, identity, and internet culture can blend to turn a young woman into a global phenomenon. Up next, a story that redefines what you thought was possible. Number 10. Dakota Rose. With her flawless skin, wide eyes, and perfectly styled hair, Dakota Rose Ostrenga quickly became known online as Kota Koti, the American girl who looked like a real-life anime doll. Her rise to fame began in 2011 when she started posting silent makeup tutorials on YouTube, using subtitles instead of speech to teach her doll-inspired looks. The videos went viral, especially in Japan and South Korea, gaining millions of views and turning her into an internet sensation. Dakota was born in Chicago, Illinois, to Kathy and Scott Ostrenga, and grew up with her siblings Kyler and Kirsten, better known as Kiki Cannibal. After several family relocations, she settled near Orlando, Florida. In 2012, she moved to Japan and signed with Bravo Models, walking for Tokyo Girls Collection and working with brands like Etude House and Candy Doll. She also modeled for Pop Teen magazine and luxury Lolita fashion labels. In 2018, she revealed her leukemia diagnosis, sharing her strength and resilience with fans. Number 9. Lulu Hashimoto. Lulu Hashimoto is one of Japan's most fascinating fashion figures, known for blurring the line between human and doll. She gained attention for her stunning living doll persona, created through an elaborate costume that includes a sculpted mask, wig, and full-body stockings designed to give her a flawless, plastic-like appearance. The project began as an artistic experiment, combining cosplay, performance art, and fashion, and it soon turned Lulu into a cultural icon. Her creator and model remain intentionally mysterious, adding to the intrigue surrounding her perfectly still movements and lifelike design. The character first appeared on social media, where videos of Lulu walking through Tokyo streets captivated millions who couldn't believe she wasn't an actual doll. Her unique blend of art and identity explores Japan's kawaii culture and the limits of physical beauty, sparking discussions about individuality and fantasy in modern style. Today, Lulu Hashimoto stands as a symbol of living art in motion. Number 8. Angelica Canova. Angelica Canova grew up in Moscow in a world designed to make her look and live like a real-life Barbie doll. From early childhood, her parents controlled nearly every part of her life, from her clothes and diet to the way she spoke and posed for photos. Treated more like a living doll than an ordinary girl, she was dressed in pink outfits, surrounded by toys, and taught to maintain a perfect appearance. As she grew older, her striking features, tiny waist, and doll-like proportions made her a sensation online, where fans compared her to both Barbie and animated characters. Despite her fame, Angelica revealed that her strict upbringing left her with little personal freedom, as she still lived under her parents' rules even as an adult. Beyond the carefully crafted image, she speaks about wanting independence and a more genuine life, hoping to redefine what beauty and control really mean in her world. Stay right here because the next person will make you question what's real. Number 7. Pixie Fox. Pixie Fox turned her dream of looking like a cartoon character into a real-life transformation that stunned the world. Originally from Sweden, she became known as the Human Cartoon after undergoing hundreds of cosmetic procedures to achieve exaggerated animated features. Her goal was to resemble her favorite fantasy characters, complete with a tiny waist, large eyes, and sharp facial contours. She even had 6 ribs removed to achieve an extreme hourglass figure, and went through surgeries on her face, chest, eyes, and other parts of her body. In 2017, she appeared on the show Hooked on the Look, sharing her journey and the motivations behind her drastic transformations. Despite criticism, Pixie describes her changes as a form of art and self-expression rather than vanity. She continues to advocate for individuality and freedom over one's appearance, inspiring conversations about beauty standards, body autonomy, and the line between fantasy and reality in modern culture. Number 6. Tom McGinty. Tom McGinty, remembered fondly as the Dice Man, brought Dublin's streets to life through art, humor, and stillness. Originally from Glasgow to Irish parents, he moved to Ireland in 1976 and soon became a familiar sight on Grafton Street, where he stood motionless in vibrant costumes as a living statue. Each pose, whether as Dracula, the Mona Lisa, or a teapot, carried a playful spirit and drew crowds that turned ordinary corners into stages. Before his street fame, he studied accountancy, joined the Strathclyde Theatre Group, and later modeled at the National College of Art and Design. His slow, graceful Zen walk was created to avoid police obstruction orders when his performances stopped traffic. McGinty also acted in plays and films, including Salome, The Maids, The Metal Man, and Corkscrew, and he used his art to support causes like gay rights and human rights. Diagnosed with HIV in 1990, he passed away in 1995, leaving behind a legacy celebrated with tributes, poems, and a Dublin corner named the Dice Man's Corner. Hold your breath, because the next reveal is truly something else. Number 5. Eden Estrada. Before her fame, few could have predicted that Eden Estrada would become one of the most recognizable figures in the doll-inspired beauty scene. Known online as Eden the Doll, she's a Mexican-American model and influencer who gained attention for her flawless, lifelike features and transformation journey. Her story began with a passion for self-expression and confidence, eventually leading her into modeling and advocacy for LGBTQ+ representation in fashion and media. Over the years, Eden's style has evolved into a signature look defined by her porcelain skin, sculpted features, and hyper-feminine fashion inspired by dolls and pop culture. Beyond her appearance, she's been an outspoken voice for inclusion, empowerment, and authenticity, using her platform to highlight both the art and the reality behind her transformation. Today, Eden continues to inspire countless fans, not just for her striking doll-like beauty, but for her openness, strength, and pride in who she has become. Number 4. Anastasia Pokreschuk. Bright pink hair, bold makeup, and striking confidence made Anastasia Pokreschuk one of the most talked-about influencers from Ukraine. She's known for her dramatic, doll-like appearance, which she proudly crafted through cosmetic enhancements and facial fillers. Over time, her exaggerated cheekbones, sharp jawline, and plumped lips became her signature look, setting her apart from typical beauty standards. Before her transformation, Anastasia described herself as shy and insecure, but her journey into self-styling and cosmetic procedures gave her a new sense of empowerment and visibility. Her online presence grew quickly as she began sharing her transformation, beauty routines, and personal reflections with millions of followers who admired her honesty and self-assurance. Despite criticism, she embraces her look as a celebration of individuality and personal choice. Today, she continues to model, create content, and inspire discussions about beauty, confidence, and the freedom to define one's appearance in her own unapologetic way. Number 3. Alina Kovalevskaya. Among Ukraine's striking internet sensations, one figure captured attention for her uncanny resemblance to a real-life Barbie. Alina Kovalevskaya, often called Barbie's twin, built her reputation through social media, where her large blue eyes, porcelain skin, and golden hair drew instant comparisons to the iconic doll. Her look, however, wasn't just about perfection. It was the result of years spent refining her style with makeup, fashion, and camera techniques rather than surgery. Born and raised in Odessa, she studied psychology before shifting her focus to modeling and content creation, where her doll-like image became her trademark. She gained massive popularity online, appearing in interviews and photo shoots alongside fellow living dolls like Valeria Lukyanova. Despite constant comparisons, Alina emphasizes individuality and creativity in her self-presentation, describing her appearance as an expression of art and imagination. Today, she remains one of the most recognized faces of Ukraine's living doll culture, admired for her precision, elegance, and self-control. Think this one was wild? Wait till you see what's coming next. Number 2. Blondie Bennett. Blondie Bennett has spent years transforming herself into a living version of Barbie, not just in looks, but in mindset. Fascinated by the doll's image from a young age, she dedicated her adult life to perfecting that fantasy through extreme makeovers, fashion choices, and even mental training. She openly shared her goal of teaching herself to think like Barbie, focusing on confidence, happiness, and a carefree attitude. Her journey involved multiple cosmetic procedures, tanning sessions, and a wardrobe filled with pink outfits and glamorous accessories that reflected the world's most famous doll. Beyond appearances, Blondie embodies the character as a means to escape reality and fully immerse herself in her dream world, one where beauty, optimism, and self-expression are limitless. Her story has drawn both fascination and criticism, but she continues to celebrate her transformation as a personal statement about identity, freedom, and the right to create one's own version of perfection. Number 1. Ella Baig. In today's fashion world, few faces draw as much intrigue as Ella Baig. Her striking symmetry, smooth features, and sharp bone structure often leave people comparing her to a perfectly sculpted statue or even an AI-generated doll. A British model and creative artist, she became known not just for her looks, but for using them to challenge narrow beauty standards. Ella's presence on social media quickly turned her into a voice for self-acceptance and individuality, where she openly celebrates body confidence and fluid identity. Her partnership with singer Nicola Adams also brought her further into the spotlight, showcasing a relationship admired for its openness and authenticity. Whether walking a runway or appearing in campaigns, she carries herself with poise that feels almost unreal, blending human warmth with artistic precision. Ella Baig continues to redefine what modern beauty can look like: powerful, expressive, and unapologetically real. Every face you've seen today tells a story of transformation, confidence, and the power to become whoever you choose to be. These living dolls and statues prove that beauty isn't about fitting in, it's about standing out and owning it. If you found their journeys as fascinating as we did, make sure to subscribe for more unbelievable stories like this. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned. The next story will leave you just as amazed.